Yeah, a lot of attorneys have been hired in the last several weeks. Statewide, more than 340 polling centers are now open. Again, to find a location near you, head to our website, KOAA.com. And on this eve of Election Day, there are things you need to know tonight. Paramount, falling prey to false information when it comes to election results. Our Colette Bordelon breaking down the timeline for tomorrow night.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. It's Election Day Eve in southern Colorado.
All right, thank you for voting.
When people are still driving up.
Thanks for doing this, you guys.
Of course.
And dropping off their ballots.
How can you help us get those results earlier? Vote today.
Chuck Broerman, the El Paso County Clerk and Recorder, says early voting saves time for everyone.
Be prepared. If you choose to vote the afternoon or evening of election, you will be in a line.
But as you're waiting in line, false information could be spreading.
Don't use social media. Go to the trusted source.
Colorado is considered the safest state in which to cast a ballot.
Secretary of State Jenna Griswold says that's for a number of reasons, like a voter-verified paper ballot, and none of our voting equipment is connected to the internet.
We do, however, face foreign adversaries who are trying to undermine confidence in the electoral process.
Looking back on 2016, a Senate Intelligence Committee said African-American voters were the top target of Russian interference.
Race and related issues were the preferred target of the information warfare campaign designed to divide the country in 2016.
Warnings coming from both federal and state offices on what to watch out for, like foreign actors creating websites with fake results.
The good news is we know what may happen, so we can counter it together.
Colorado hasn't experienced any interference at this point, but the purpose of the conversation is to bring awareness to the higher risk of disinformation, which doesn't end after election night.
They will not affect the integrity of our process or the results.
So no matter who wins what.
Opinions are fun when it comes to elections, but facts are so much better.
Don't let it be our foreign adversaries.
Colette Bordelon reporting for us. Some businesses across the country preparing for civil unrest. They're boarding up their windows and altering their work hours. Here in the spring, some local businesses say they aren't too worried about Election Day. They won't be taking precautionary measures. Jack Quinn's downtown saying they'll be on alert, but they're not concerned over potential violence. They're not boarding up their windows or changing their hours. The staff there saying they know what to do if any problems arise.
If they see anything or hear anything, or if there's someone coming in causing an issue, get a manager. We always try to take care of issues like that in-house, but if it escalates and we need to, we certainly will call the police.
Both Springs and Pueblo police say there's no indication or information of any civil unrest around Election Day. Tonight, the presidential candidates making that final push to get out the vote. President Trump went on a battleground blitz today with visits to North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan, while Democrat Joe Biden went on offense in Cleveland and Pennsylvania. Alice Barr has details from the White House.
Lady Gaga and John Legend lending their voices and star power to Joe Biden on the closing night of the 2020 presidential campaign, as President Trump stood alone in the spotlight at a series of battleground stops.
Go out and vote for your all-time favorite president.
Both trying to channel energy on the stage into a wave of votes hours before Election Day.
One more day to show who we are once again. Tomorrow, we can end the presidency that has divided this nation.
While Biden hit Ohio and barnstormed Pennsylvania, President Trump logged nearly 2,500 miles, rallying in the must-win states of North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan, and dismissing polls that show him even with or trailing Biden.
They're supposed to be way ahead, right, in the early voting, then we catch them on Election Day.
President Trump again casting doubt on election results, making baseless claims about a Pennsylvania court ruling that allows votes mailed in by Election Day to be tallied for up to 3 days after.
Bad things will happen, and bad things lead to other type things. It's a very dangerous thing for our country.
I don't care how hard Donald Trump tries. There's nothing that's going to stop the people of this nation from voting.
Already, nearly 100 million Americans have cast their ballots, with hours remaining for millions more to have a final say in the race for the White House. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And as the countdown to Election Day continues, it's just a few hours away now. Part of our daily News 5 digital poll. We want to know, do you think the presidential polls are accurate?
And do you want to take a look at those? Oh, we don't have the right thing. Anyway, trust me, because we saw it earlier today. An overwhelming number of you do not believe the polls are accurate.
And if you want to sound off, head to the KOAA Facebook page or KOAA.com to chime in on that conversation.
And tomorrow we'll have up-to-the-minute election coverage all day long, both on air here and on News 5 Now, Channel 5.2, along with our social media and streaming platforms. All right, in our Capitol Watch today, Governor Polis releasing his proposed state budget. It includes 3 key elements that will help boost Colorado's economy after taking a major hit during this COVID-19 pandemic.
We're working to help move Colorado in the right direction by putting forth an economic stimulus and recovery package to strengthen our economy. In total, this package includes $1.3 billion to support local businesses, put Coloradans back to work, and invest in our state's future.
Now, roughly 435,000 Coloradans will be receiving a $375 one-time stimulus check to help offset costs caused by COVID-19. Again, that payment expected to be distributed sometime in early December. All right, stocks showing some improvement today, but just ahead, why financial experts say the coming days may not be so smooth for the markets.
And the first weekend of Pueblo's curfew has passed. We'll explain why police say their main concern was not writing tickets.
Election Day weather will be positively perfect, but how long will the weatherman keep you happy? Got your extended forecast after the break. This is News 5 at 10.
Is your First Alert 5 weather with Mike Daniels.
Great to have you with us here on News 5 at 10. We are live in Colorado Springs. That's from our Rock Room and Studios looking out toward the UCCS campus. We have got clear skies from Northgate all the way south to the World Arena. 40 is the current temperature. That's live from Big Hill and Pueblo looking out over the west side. 45 degrees under those crystal clear skies. Here's what's going to happen around here over the next couple of days. High pressure, really the key player for us. What that's doing is pushing that main storm track well up to the north in Canada. That's where all the cold air is. Meanwhile, a very warm election day. It's going to be warm again on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then some changes over the weekend into early next week. Tomorrow, though, what a day it will be. Look at this, by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, already in the 60s from Colorado Springs back to Canyon City. By 11 tomorrow morning, we're in the 70s with sunshine. We're going to retain those sunny skies throughout the afternoon hours. Temperatures 15 to almost 19 degrees warmer than where we should be this time of the year. Tracking a storm that could bring snow Sunday into Monday. Again, it's a long way off. A lot will happen between now and then. Wanted to give you the first alert. Sunday evening, snow flying across the Colorado Rockies. Later in the evening, some of those showers in the form of rain could push over the mountains across the I-25 corridor. And then by early Monday morning, this model painting a snowy scene from Denver into Colorado Springs and maybe warm enough for some rain across southeastern Colorado initially. Again, the storm is still a week away. A lot will change between now and then, but we always want to give you the first alert. Pueblo, what a day today. 75-year afternoon high. Colorado Springs, we hit 73, just barely missing that all-time record high of 76 degrees. Outside tonight, it's pretty mild out there. Temperatures into the 40s across a good chunk of the News 5 viewing area. Lows tonight on the mild side for this time of the year, especially in the Springs, only dropping back to 38, so just a couple cooler than where we're at right now. Highs tomorrow, Election Day weather. I'd vote for it. You really don't get anything better than that this time of the year here across southeastern Colorado. In the Springs, what you see is what you get. It's going to be a great week to live around here. Afternoon high temperatures well above average all the way through Friday. Tracking those changes that roll in over the weekend. Could see a shower late on Saturday. I think a better chance of getting some moisture late Sunday into Monday. Going to go with a 2 for now on that storm impact scale. Certainly a lot colder by next Monday. Pueblo, some folks will be voting in t-shirts and shorts tomorrow. Enjoy that warm air while you can, because you know, a month from now, the only time you're going to get hot under the collar is when you open that heating bill. That's the way it works around here. It's going to be a windy weekend, then snow possible by late Sunday into Monday, along with much colder air. Canyon City living large, 70s for the rest of the week, and that many days back-to-back in the 70s, no easy accomplishment during the month of November, so run with it while you can. Reality sets in quick, though. Next week, a storm rolling into the Rockies, snow and much colder air. For Woodland Park, if you're planning on playing hooky this week, not that we condone that sort of thing around here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, oh yes, you will be tempted. Then back indoors next week with snow and much colder air on the the way.